Today we're going to be spectating, ringing around the rosy. You better walk. All right, look, guys, if you're in a situation like this, thank God he wasn't being chased, but I felt like he was. And the moment you feel pressure and you have a revolver that needs a reload, or you have a gun that needs a reload, and there's a box next to you, pick up the weapon, but change it instantly a YY to cancel that animation, right? When you land hot and you pick up a weapon, you have to do the whole reload bullshit. But if you YY, you'll cancel that animation. It will save you so much time. You'll be able to win gunfights. He didn't do any of that. Granted, he didn't need to because the enemy just camped, but he should have. That needs to become habit, honestly. Every time I open a box, even if I'm landing off peacefully like some little fucking dust fairy, I'm still going to be YY to cancel my reloads. Always. Make it a habit, guys. Cancel and reload is a must. I gotta say, bro, I gotta give Bet Forever some credit. He's very patient. He loves to stalk his prey, and I love that. Again, the enemy's still in the window. Ooh. I love the fact that he stalks his prey. It's a vibe. It's hilarious, but the enemies are still in that same building. You got tunnel vision on that one player. I don't know the whole team dynamic, what pings are going out, who's giving call outs, but they should have remembered that there's a whole squad in that building from the initial fight, but they didn't. So here we are, moving on to a whole random team that had nothing to do with nothing. To be fair, it might be better than spectating those guys. Well, look, getting loadout is important, but when it comes to Resurgence especially, just grab a gun and go slay. Bro, right now, for the next 4 months, you guys need to be out there practicing your reps of combat. Get in your reps, man. Forget about wins, forget about KD, forget about all that. Fight, 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 fight. You have a brand new game coming out with brand new stats. Maybe. We need to get you guys ready for that game. I see all to say right now, we shouldn't be sitting here just looting. We've got a gun that's competent. We have a loadout weapon on top of that. We need to get fierce. Now, instead of just running in the street like this, I'd be diving through the little maze of bushes. That way I'm utilizing cover and concealment to get to the enemies. Now, when it comes to that enemy there, he had shots. That should have been an easy knock for him. It wasn't. But when the enemy jumped into cover, instead of us chasing because he was weak or bailing back because we're out in the middle of the street, we continue to stay in the middle of the street, waving our hands in the air like we just don't give a shit, and shoot his ammunition box. Why? He already threw it down here and got it. What are you doing? That was a lot of vulnerability. Enemy on top of the rooftop now. Gonna go mount. Let's see. I'm not gonna hate on them pinging, bro. Sometimes you just want to know where they're at, and I like it. It's not a necessity, but also another good habit to practice. Ping before you shoot. I'm gonna make a YouTube short today. It'll be out tomorrow. I will put it out tomorrow, reschedule everything. I want you guys to really learn how to control recoil. There's no reason for you guys to have recoil, especially when you're mounted. Zero reason at all. And to give you a quick glimpse of what I'm talking about, you want to feather the stick. Don't pull down all the way. Don't pull down a little bit. You want to find that sweet spot, and getting in fights and getting those reps in will help you decide what that sweet spot is, and it'll become muscle memory. Now, let's talk about sensitivity real quick while we're waiting. If you guys have a controller and you're having to flick your stick all the way to the side, or all the way to the other side, or all the way up, or all the way down to track or control recoil, you need to raise your sensitivity. Your sensitivity is too strict. You should not be slamming your sticks from side to side when you're just simply trying to track an enemy. You have to be light on the stick. You don't want to be slinging that bitch. That's how you know it's bad. On the flip side, if you're barely touching it and it's just flying everywhere and it can't track anything, you need to tighten that sensitivity. Again, I'll give a more in-depth video on the sensitivity here soon, but just get your sensitivity worked out, guys. There's a lot of y'all out there still running stock sense, trying to get used to it, but you got to realize different sensitivities for different reaction times, different speeds. Changing your sense could drastically change your gameplay. Drastically. All right, so here we are still with Aloy. Let's go see what his teammates are doing right now. All right, we got Lunatic. He's got a nice little build on his MP5. It's not my favorite build, but it's okay, I guess. Started looking at it, I was like, that's actually not a nice build at all. But hey, no, it might not be bad, actually. Maybe not. So again, we're still in this looting phase. We have $26,000. There's no reason for us to be looting. There's no reason for us to be playing this building. We're on the very edge of the map. No one's gonna be coming over here. We need to get to a spot we can either A, get aggressive, B, post up if you want to post up and play slow so you can gatekeep people or get in fights. Let's get a little bit more active. Again, dude, what's the point of playing an entire game if you're gonna get few kills and die at the end anyway? Why not get out there and just expect to die and go after fight after fight after fight after fight and get yourself ready for Warzone 3/1/2.5, whatever the fuck they're gonna call it. So again, when it comes to sensitivity, man, I highly recommend getting taller sticks or stick lifters, aka control freaks. Also, if you're looking for a new controller, check out aim controllers. Link will be in the description below. Use code SAVAGE for $45 off through the rest of the month of September. But when it comes to sense, you don't want to sit there and sling the controllers all the way side to side, because what if you sling it to the side and it's not fast enough, right? When I'm tracking on controller, I barely touch it. When I'm controlling recoil, I barely touch it. Now, if you're barely touching it and it still can't control it, again, adjust your sensitivity. Like, honestly, I don't see anything wrong with his sense. He just can't see the enemy in his defense. Okay, right there is a little bit of recoil, questionable controlling, you know what I mean? Dude, somehow he got that crack. Wow. Oh, he survived. I thought he was about to run right into it. No way. But a fight like that too, look, he's standing out in the open. The enemy's using a heady, so the enemy's got a better vantage point. Luckily, the enemy didn't shoot back that much, but it's not a fight you want to take from his position. Lunatic should have closed the gap and pushed the enemy. If you die, it's okay. You respawn. It's amazing. It's a badass camo, I'm not gonna lie. What camo is this, guys? Let me know in the comments section. I need this camo on my gun. This is nice. It's like a fluorescent fucking paint splatter. We have explosions happening near us, and sure, the enemy might be staying where he's at, but I don't like to play the might game. I want to peek and see what the hell's going on. So again, we're in a situation where we're using a gun I don't really recommend using, and he can't hit his shots. Yes, he cracked them, but what I recommend is closing the gap, especially when the enemy's cracked. He's too afraid to push. He's too afraid to play aggressive. And what's going to happen is he's just waiting for the enemy to come to him. And he might, like he just did. But he might not. And we could lose out on this easy kill. You know why he's using this gun too? Because this is not the best gun. If you guys are using this gun, it's fine. If you love it, you're good with it. This is not the best gun to use. People use this gun because it's so fucking powerful. ADS is slow, meaning your momentum is going to be basically non-existent. You're going to have to slow peek enemies if you want to get shots off on them. The recoil control, especially at range, is a little questionable, but if you can hit 5 bullets, you'll crack the enemy. Use an AR. Use something that has fast ADS speed and requires a little bit more bullets to crack. Why? Well, one, they're better guns. They have better range. There's less recoil control. Like the 5.45, great recoil control. Absolute beaming demon. It won't kill as fast, but it will force you to become better at recoil control, and you'll actually probably get some kills with it. But again, we're going to be settling on maybe a win with 1, maybe 2 kills, if they even get that far. Let's go spectate another teammate, see what they're popping off with. We got another donut, and this is Resurgence. I had to double check. I was like, is this BR? All right, so we decided to play the edge of the gas the whole time. Alloy becomes the first victim to possibly a death, depending. They did have a portable buy, so they were able to get some UAVs, which we have not used any on the rotation inwards, which is very questionable. Guy on the rooftop, he didn't even, maybe he saw me. I think he did. He did. Oh, if he wouldn't have whipped it to the right-hand side, he could have played that wall and jumped in the window. Damn. So the first fight he got in, he ended up getting clapped. He did get the knock, surprisingly, but he got fucking clapped. Another good way to practice, guys, and I highly recommend, is just loading in and playing with no aim assist. Just turn it off for a few games And when you start beaming people, turn it back on and you'll be like, holy fuck, I'm cheating. I promise you guys, it's a great way to practice. When I made controllers, exactly what I did. All right. So the gameplay has not changed whatsoever. Your boy does have 2 kills now. This guy's got 0 still. There's a buy station on the roof if they want to go for a buy play, but at this point, because of the circle, buying's basically out of the question. With enemies on a rooftop too that are jumping. The moment you hear that parachute, you should have peeked and started shooting them. Now they're going to be holding your ass. He jumped, fam. Did you not hear him? Okay, now we're just spamming everything for nothing. If we would have had our stuns, we could use it on that guy instead. That would have been way better to spam on a guy on a rooftop who can't even kill. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, come on, man. You can tell a lot about a player by how they loot. Again, parachute noise didn't even beam the guy. People in their chutes, easy kills. He's got a durable gas mask. Yeah, green rooftop's the spot to go. That's where they should have rotated to, but I didn't expect them to do any of that, so we just kept that to ourselves. Wow. He's still looting. He's still looting. Wait, how does Smokey come back? Maybe Xena found a flare. This is wild to me. No way. No way. It's a 2v2v1v1 and it's about to be... Your boy went from having 0 kills to 6. He is turning up right now. Now 7. Yo, Junior Walt might be on his PR pace, no cap. He got all of his kills at the end. Now, that will tell you a lot. You can get most of your kills at the end of the game just by playing smart. I wouldn't call this smart, but it's working out. He's catching a lot of people that are playing just as slow as he is. He just happens to be capitalizing on it. Did this team just fucking win? It is now a 2v1. Y'all need to lock it together. Play together. Guys on the rooftop, remember, we saw him crawling up. There he is. This team just pulled off what I thought was the impossible. No fucking way. Yo, they won the game after all of that. No fucking way. Wow, GG's. Now, despite them winning the game, guys, again, those are not tactics or strategies you want to be using. They're not tactics or strategies, just playing slow. Just happened to be full of a lobby that was playing slow as well. I'm shocked they won. I didn't see it coming. But again, it's not about getting the win, it's how you get the win. How consistent can you get the wins? And just becoming a better player overall. They got that one, but I bet it's few and far between. Thank y'all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.